A giant Pokemon card collection just arrived. It is apparently worth around $10,000. Alpal bought it on my behalf. He spent over $1 million of my dollars last year.
That's a lot of dollars.
Just on Pokemon card collections, video game collections, and the like, things that we bought to sell. I don't know anything about it. Last time I rated your Pokemon card collection purchase a B-.
Yes. And I spent over 3 times as much this time around.
You feeling more confident?
This one is more of a risky buy because it depends a lot on condition.
Okay.
So the seller did send a lot of detailed pictures, but again, like even pictures can sometimes, you can't see certain things.
It's really hard to know unless they're super high res front and back.
So I feel good. We have a lot of correspondence with the seller, and I know he was, being right with me in condition and pictures and all that. But it is, we are paying up for this collection, so it needs to be in good condition, and I'm a little worried about it.
I will say for the record that my B- ranking of your first purchase was probably low. We did update.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
We did update, and we did really well selling the collection. Turns out people like it when you're selling 125 vintage hollows with 4 Charizards and tons of Gengars, Dragonites, and first editions.
That, after when you say that out loud, it sounds enticing.
Yeah,
I want to be there.
This says Shining Legends bulk. Do you want to go through this, or do you want to lead this?
It's up to you. I mean, it's Shining Legends.
It looks clean. I like that it's all from the same set. I don't want to go through it.
Makes sense. It makes sense to not go through that.
I like that it's labeled.
I would say.
Okay.
You spent thousands on bulk, bro.
Well, we're trying out singles, aren't we?
I mean, sure. Bulk generations in numerical order. This is box 2. Only commons and uncommons and rares are in order. Trainers are not in order. So yeah, these are literally in order. Looks like they're near mint. They're sleeved. This is card number 49 and then card number 50. So there's duplicates, a whole bunch of them. They're super well organized, super well taken care of. We are experimenting with buying like all Pokemon cards, full collections, singles like this, especially if they're entered in the collector app. That helps us a lot to be able to see everything fully listed. We can still make a play at full collections that aren't documented or listed, but the offer might be a little bit different. So we're paying top dollar if you have it in collector app, whether it's raw, graded, or sealed. We're buying all of it. We're paying up all of it, and hopefully this collection has some good condition.
I mean, these ones are in,
These are in semi-rigids here.
They're in semi-rigid, so you should start getting to the.
Ooh, I see Radiant Collection. Radiant Collection is pretty
Radiant
good.
Collection's in here.
So we paid over $6,000 for this, right?
Well over $6,000. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's like, I think the value is like 9,000 something, and we're paying 6,600, something like that.
So about 75%.
It's about 75%. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I mean, that's paying up.
I know. That's why I'm a little.
That definitely leads me to
worried.
hope that there is some grading upside. Okay, so I'm gonna guess this is like all hollows, reverse hollows, and the like. There's a Snorlax. That's kind of a cool one. So this is 2016. Yeah, I'm trying to analyze the condition here. They look solid. I mean, it's, a lot of times somebody will say they're in great shape.
A Magikarp got stepped on.
That's I actually like that card. That's funny. Magikarp reverse. We'll have to make sure they're not scratched up and stuff because you can't really tell. But they don't look like they have many chips on the edges and stuff. Like when we're talking about a 2016 card, you kind of got it graded a 9 or at least a 9,
Right.
for it to be worth it in most cases. And now I don't know if I'm seeing any cards that I would deem worth grading here thus far. That being said, I'm not too familiar with this generation.
I mean, these cards just hit 10 years old.
Yeah, that's true. That's weird to think about.
I mean, those definitely aren't like the higher value cards for sure.
Okay, so these
makes
are,
sense.
it
Yep.
looks like an entire row of reverse hollows. Let's see what this one has. Shout out to our sponsor of this video, XYAB. You got these Ultra Pro semi-rigid cases. They also have these.
Look at that.
Which these binders are awesome. They're the side-loading binders, what we recommend. So they have an Ultra Pro partnership now. But guys, they're this, like all of these cases pretty much that we have here are courtesy of XYB, replacement cases, games, accessories, controllers, everything. We've worked with them for almost 3 years now because when we found out about them, they changed our business. It's one source for high quality parts that you need to maximize your profit. So highly recommend it. Check out our link down below for $50 off your first order of 100 or more. But continuing through this stack, bunch of reverse hollows. So those I'm gonna have to look at more closely.
Right, yeah.
when we have more time. I don't want to like screw up the order of anything too, because it seems like he did a great job keeping things super well organized and stuff. Alpel's gonna try to find us the.
Okay, this might be a better stack.
I mean, when you're spending $6 grand, you gotta have some big cards.
There's definitely,
you know?
unless they're missing, then that would be unfortunate. But
I'm sure that's not the case. I see like some promo things hanging out here. This looks pretty good. All right, so there we go.
That's a weird Mew.
Meow stick sky guy.
Did you
All
like that?
I did. Thank you.
Charizard EX. There you go, 2016, 11 out of 83. Oh,
Ooh.
that just got interesting. Mega Charizard EX.
That's a cool card.
Ooh, baby. This is where it gets interesting.
This is where some of the value starts getting in here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so obviously these, if they grade well, have some significant upside. Oh my goodness! And just look at these cards.
I love the Mewtwo.
So these are promos. The Mew and the Mewtwo were promos, so these were like included in a box that is probably very expensive to get sealed these days.
Yes.
I think we have one of these with some of these types of promos from this era. Like, I have one in my collection that's kind of a unique XY era.
Yes.
Box.
That's the XY trainer one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a crazy.
So I don't know if it has
box.
these exact cards, but beautiful card. XY 125.
That is a really cool card.
I got to take this one out here. You hold this
Okay.
stack if you don't mind. I want to kind of like look at it outside of the sleeve and the.
So what is this card worth
Rigid.
raw?
I don't know. Maybe
cool.
$80, $100. I can't remember exactly.
Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. So we have 7,000K lighting in here, and I don't know if that helps or hurts, but I think I would be able to see scratches, and I don't really see any. It's like, I think that's just kind of how the edge is. Like, if I had to guess for this card, I would maybe guess like a PSA 9. I don't know, maybe it's a 10. I'm not seeing any like real notable issues. I just don't know if like the kind of the lip on the corners is just how it is, because it's this type of textured card. I would say that's a pack fresh. That's a pack fresh card.
And as you can see, putting a lot of things in ETBs, like most of this is pulled and then sleeved.
Love that.
So-
I love that they're in like
Yes.
old school ETBs too.
The number of generations
It
boxes
varies,
that had to have been
yeah.
ripped would be
Oh mercy.
goodness. I mean, what's a Generations ETB worth now?
Boy,
1,000?
they're up there. They're up there. Look at this. There's 5 Shaman promos. So there's at least 5 boxes that were ripped.
Yeah.
Shaman EX, all sealed promos. Ooh, there's
That's a
Shining
cool
Ho-Oh
Ho-Oh.
promo. 1, 2, 3. There's the Shining Lugia. More promos. The Volcanion. Ooh, that is a pretty card.
That's LB. Man,
I like
that's
that a lot.
really cool.
It's a great looking card. Yeah, there's like the original Shining cards that these are inspired by, and I'm wondering if like these will rise a bit even more in the future, because a lot of the original Grails, like the remakes of them, get their love eventually.
Ooh.
That Shining Mew, it's a good looking card. I think a bunch of PSA 10s lined up with these would look real good.
Well, and with the 30th anniversary coming out, I mean, I'm not sure what sets all these are from, but if they recreate anything in the new 30th, you know, it went Generations, then Celebrations.
Right.
What's the next one gonna be?
Right.
If they remake any of these other cards, then
Yeah, we don't know much that's been. There hasn't been much announced about the 30th anniversary yet. There's like one
at least at time of recording.
blister pack or something like that with Pikachu, and that's.
Hopefully by the time this video
Yeah.
comes out, there'll be a lot more information about it. Man, there's a lot of full arts, a lot of just, I mean, big hits from the 2016 era in great condition. So,
Oh, that's a cool
oh
card.
man,
That's a really cool card. I like that Blastoise a lot.
that is
got Vaporeon and
fantastic. Look at that
Gyarados, too.
Venusaur and the Pikachu.
So these, I mean, these are some of the.
These are some
Some of the bigger
mega
cards, for
cards
sure.
right here. Promo cards. There's for the Evolutions, Mega Venusaur EX. So like a bunch of Evolutions cards. Oh, I love that Articuno card. See, that one's pretty badly off center, so like that's probably an 8 best case scenario.
Right.
So that obviously is like, that's a bummer, because the upside is where this can really get interesting. Now it's an interesting one that we're trying to figure out like how to operate in this Pokemon card industry. And
Right.
how do you buy like cards that are pack fresh, that maybe could grade well. Like, you have to buy them off of ungraded price. You can't really factor in graded price too much, at least that's what I'm seeing most people do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, obviously if like the Articuno, if it came from somebody that just got it in a pack and didn't care, didn't really look at cards to grade, then there is some upside there, potentially. This one's much better centered than the other one. Oh my goodness, I love these cards, man. Some good looking textured cards. There's that Gengar.
That funny looking Gengar.
Yes. 26, the whole stack of them with the reverse and the regular hollows. Chandelure. Oh, now this is like older here. Oh. 2013. Okay, next couple of boxes. You got more Bolt Generations in numerical order. I wonder if the card number 1 is in this. Okay, yeah, so that ends at the 49 card. There's a CATRP, 3 out of 83.
Nice. How many are there?
There's at least 2, Sky Guy.
Can we get them all graded? See a CATRP, grade a CATRP?
Oh my gosh, I can't live by that philosophy. Oh,
It's a lot of
that could get real pricey.
Yeah, people just start sending CATRPs for free. Oh, you said, see one, grade one.
That would get real expensive real fast. All
Would
right.
we try to choose one though?
I mean, the
and try to
CATRP
get a
King,
PSA
come
1
on.
through 10?
The Kabuto King.
I mean, I would say the
exists.
first edition base set CATRP would be the one.
Yeah.
For sure.
That would be fun. Because that's not an expensive
If you have a first
venture.
edition Shadowless base set CATRP and you want to sell it, we will buy. We will buy. That is our
Is there
card.
a Skyridge CATRP?
Ooh, I actually don't know. Maybe.
I can't
The
think of
most uncommon, which is the co-set you're referring to. So these are all Radiant Collection in order. So there's non-hollows, and then you just got a Jirachi times 4. That's a hollow. Look at this.
Every Esper ever made.
It's actually kind of insane. Like, I don't know how close we are to sets on some of these, but my goodness.
it. Right.
Like, is this a time for me to start going for more sets than just Wizards of the Coast? When presented with the opportunity, it's an interesting thing to consider.
It is.
They're already in order for me, Alpal.
That does make things easier because that is a big time consumer trying to
Oh my gosh,
order
yes.
sets.
Sweet mercy. I have spent probably hundreds of thousands of hours building sets in my life. Sports cards and Pokemon cards.
Yeah, probably a lot of those are before our time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in my 8-year-old days, reselling on eBay and everything.
Wow, I wasn't even born yet.
I know. Yeah. That's a cool looking Raichu. I like that a lot.
Well, good.
Good night.
20 of them.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot
Wow.
of duplicates in this.
I love
in
this
collection.
but I am very concerned still at the price we pay.
Makes sense.
So I'm thinking. Have we looked at this box?
I don't think so.
Okay, well there's a newer Zoroark EX. That's not gonna do it. So it's got to be the second half of this box.
I sure hope so.
So far?
Like an F minus. We're not even close to there. This is
That,
very
you know, I
concerning at this
understand.
point. But I trust Alpal, and I know that this row's got to be something good.
Let's hope.
Well. All right.
Starts with that.
That's
There
really
we go.
good. That is a huge card. It is a beautiful card. I have one of these at PSA right now, and I believe it is very expensive. Oh my goodness, there's 2 of them. Okay, Alpal. This is hugely important for condition.
I understand.
So
I don't even
the
want
front,
to look at it.
top to bottom centering's a little off, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Right to left looks pretty good.
Okay.
The back, it's so clean. But the top to bottom centering, there's no shot that gets a 10. No shot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think it's gotta be 55-45, something like that.
Oh, is it?
With
is it, I
PSA,
didn't know the
maybe it's
ratios.
60-40. I
Okay.
can't remember. But this one, left to right, is not quite perfect. The top to bottom's a lot better.
Are you sure it's just not his stomach blocking that right side?
It's left to right, man. It's got more border on the right side than the left.
Now the question is, could they potentially get 9s?
I think yes. In both cases, yes.
Because
I
a
think
9 is still pretty big.
That's probably a come up on this card. It's 2014, so yeah, getting a 9 is no joke. Man, they were centered though. A 10 on this card is like gotta be bananas.
Yeah.
I sent off 2 from a previous collection, and none of those have a shot either. So, bummer. But okay, continuing on. That is a fantastic looking Flygon. I like that.
That is a really cool looking
2012. Oh, whoa. 2006. I did not expect to see that. All right, Steelix, come on. Oh man, it's clean. It is so clean. That is crazy. Look at that. Shed Ninja from 2005. Lunatone. Oh.
That Mew is so cool.
That's a Mewtwo, bro. Did you do that on purpose?
I didn't. I was just calling it Mew, you know?
They're different.
I understand.
different Pokemon.
I understand. It was
Do
just
you?
an abbreviation.
Okay, it's a Delta
Okay,
species.
calm down.
Well,
Calm down.
Sounds like what my son would say if he doesn't want to admit that he was wrong.
Mewtwo.
Golly, that is my favorite card of the whole batch by far.
That looks good too.
You know what would be nice? Because I don't think graded cards do this, but like for graded games, they'll have different grades. So it's like you could have a PSA 9, but it's like completely clean, just the centering's off.
Oh, like a
But, like-
qualified grade?
Or just like, no, because in like they'll give you a box grade, a seal grade, or whatever grade, which is a card.
Subgrades.
Subgrades, yes. They don't, that's not a thing for cards.
Well, yeah. At
Right.
least for PSA, no, they don't give you subgrades. But if you went with Beckett, you could get your subgrades. So are you saying we should grade it with Beckett, or?
No, I'm just saying it would be interesting because that's centering has basically been the only issue with any of these cards.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking of like, yeah, they're so clean.
So
Oh, what's
PSA,
centering?
you can get a qualified grade. It'll say like a Michael Jordan rookie, PSA 9 parentheses OC off center.
Oh, okay.
So it would
I
probably
have heard
grade,
people say
grade
that,
a
yeah.
6 if it wasn't qualified, because that's the only flaw in the card. But people don't like the qualifying grades though. All right, Fiero.
Oh man.
The
These whole
Rayquaza.
Delta species.
Oh,
I mean, I
that's
see
sick.
that peeking out.
I love this Fiero card though, 2004. Dude, I'm so excited to grade these. Like so many of these I will grade.
Yeah.
And that's just like so fun to experience. I love it. It's fun. Oh my gosh, I love these. Rayquaza. Come on, man. That looks great on the front, Sky Guy. This is your era. This is what you collected as a kid.
I know, and I didn't get any
Dude, that's
good
not
cards
bad.
really.
Wow. Yeah, I wish you would have had this one, but that is clean.
Might be a little off center, at least on the front.
Yeah, the front matters the most, and I would say
Like-
left to right, it's a little off center and top to bottom. Yeah. So maybe, but like that could PSA 9.
Is that confirmed that they put more weight?
The back might have some chips, but the front looks perfect. Like my Gold Star Charizard might fall in this camp,
Okay.
and that's a PSA 9. So I think they do give it a good bit of weight. This Espeon though, these are so rare. Like these cards, dude, it looks so clean.
Dude, the Team Aqua cards too. We're gonna get some Team Magma, like the old
This is like,
Groudon.
I hope so. I hope so.
collector didn't actually have the stamped one. I had to go to, just looked up a price chart. It's like anywhere from like 100 to 180 depending on condition.
And a PSA 10, 2800. This Alpal, this Espeon, I think that's a PSA 10.
You do?
I think it has a real shot. So I'm curious, like, the centering looks really good. I don't see scratches, I don't see chips, maybe a tiny chip on the top left of the back. I don't know. PSA 9 feels safe on this one.
PSA 10 is like around $1,500 for the Espeon.
And raw, it's probably 100.
Yep. I will say, like, to give you my thought process, I knew that with what we're paying, if a couple of these cards could get a 10, because I could tell they were all really clean, but some of it was hard for me to tell in pictures. But I knew if a couple of these could get 10s, then I think the price would be justified of what we paid for it.
Right. Even if 10% of the top 10% cards
Right.
get a 10, then yeah, you're good. But you just can't know. Like
Right.
like these cases have scratches, the sleeves have marks, so like being able to tell is almost impossible. But I love seeing a Team Aqua's Crawdaunt Hollow in
Yeah, so-
clean condition. I'll say, like, before this stack I was very concerned, but I'm starting to really understand where you're coming from, especially when you're talking vintage, like 2004 hollows in great condition. Okay, maybe that's it for our vintage. We're back to this, but this is still nice. The Yveltal EX. That's like random 2023
Yeah.
mixed in, illustration rare. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, baby.
we're in Emerald and
So,
E-Series era again?
I just bought a complete art set of EX Emerald packs from Jesse for like $2,000.
Yeah.
Like 4 packs for $2,000. So this is a massive set. The Swampert, I'll tell you what, man, I love Pokemon cards. I think they're so cool. It brings me back to my childhood. I ripped packs as a kid with my brother, like the memories. Rip packs with my dad, sports card packs. And just being able to resurrect these memories through buying collections and just the excitement that it brings is a big part of the reason. I was like, we got to figure out how to get fully into Pokemon cards in 2026.
Yeah.
Because it's just a passion of mine, always has been.
Especially, it's interesting. I wonder what people will eventually think, because now, Modern has so much more flair.
Yeah.
Right. Every card is just so. In your face.
Wow.
And
boom, crazy.
Vintage cards are so much more
subtle flair, man.
Subtly really cool. So I don't know if the younger generation will eventually be oh yeah, that card is really cool.
Yeah. And subtle flair is the nickname I strive for. Look at my outfit.
I was just about to say.
Subtle flair, all right? This is the only thing I got going on with a little tiny subtle flair.
I don't know if you call your socks subtle flair.
That's subtle flair. They're hidden. They're hidden.
Well, it's in the summer.
In the summer, they're pretty aggressive. I'll give you that. All right, look at this, though. Swampert with the e-reader.
Salamence.
I said Swampert.
No,
that's what we just saw. Sorry, it was in my head. Salamence. We're both in this together.
Now you can forgive me for saying Mew.
Baby, it looks clean too. It looks clean.
So I have a question
Look at the Ray.
on these cards. Are they supposed to have this white smear?
Yes.
They are.
That is by design.
Oh.
That's a really.
2011.
It looks like it's water damage.
Your question did worry me for a second.
Water damage was in 2011. Do you remember?
Oh, acid wash jeans.
Maybe you weren't
stuff?
born yet. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't.
Continue.
Embarrassing. All right.
EX Team Rocket Returns, the Dark Steelix. This set is so insane.
Such a cool card.
Oh, the Umbreon. Oh my gosh. Okay, that Dark Steelix has a little bit of wear on the top, but
there.
that is such a sick card. That Umbreon from 2010. Look at that. That was in the water damage era. A little whiting on those edges.
Water damage era.
Then wham.
Look at the Zekrom.
In your face.
Boom.
Yeah.
This is when it started, 2012. The aggressive,
Right.
full art look. Shaman, but still.
Okay.
These are the originals. These are big cards. That one's not perfect. I mean, a little bit of wear, but not bad. Ooh, the Flareon. That's a non-hollow, but still cool. Kingler Delta species. Mewtwo EX. The Blastoise. It's a good-looking card. Dragonite.
At this point in the stack, what's your grade gone up to?
It's getting higher, but I gotta finish it. I mean, the vintage got me, man. The vintage got me, and it's tough vintage to get.
That's
love that.
a really cool pincer. Right there.
That looks great. That's a cool card. EX Legend Maker.
Let's go.
Big set. Ooh, the Latios. That helps. That looks clean. It looks centered. That's a good condition card, man. That one's got some potential.
Okay.
It's got some potential. Machamp, the OG, the card I had 20 of. They always have wear. This is one of them. Metang, EX Delta species, stamped. Love it. The Hypno. Ooh, love that. Look at those lovebirds. Just looking back.
Put them together.
Put the art together. That's cool.
I'll grade those sequentially for sure. Mightyena.
Oh, that's a
great looking card.
card.
I
Yeah,
get
that's really
why
cool,
these sets
yeah.
are so expensive. The packs and everything. The
art
Unseen
is
Forces.
unique for sure.
Miltank. This is such a
different-
mix, dude.
Such a different looking card.
Such a mix of cards here. That most of them were in order, but then this stack is kind of all over the place. And finishing with the Lugia EX.
I thought all those were.
Well, I stick by it. Without this last stack, it would have been an F-.
I agree.
But with that stack, the two Gengars, unfortunately, I don't think have any shot at a 10. But they might have a shot at a 9, which I think is still going to increase the value a good bit. The way that it makes me feel energized and excited about Pokemon cards and just excited to grade and kind of go through and see the full extent of the collection, maybe build some sets, condition across the boards near mint.
Yeah, and I don't know what we consider this costing, but it is it's continuing to try to dive deeper into Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, we're willing to pay up right now, and that's just what we want to do to get the good collections. So if you guys have one, reach out. Alpal will hopefully come to a deal with you and make it happen so we can do more stuff like this. I'm going to grade this. If the last one was a B- on that same scale, I would give this a solid A.
There we
All right. Oh,
I think
take
I think it was amazing. I think the 2004 to 2006 era stuff just really put it over. Great score. And we're gonna grade a bunch of it. So subscribe if you want to see some grading returns in the future. And if you want to grade cards, you can check out our sponsor XYAB. Like, you can get these Ultra Pros. They have penny sleeves, semi-rigids, top loaders, everything you need to create your own grading submission with PSA, CGC, or any other company that you prefer. So thank you to XYB for sponsoring this video, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I did better in my work than I ever did in school.